Rufus boy, let me love boy, what you know. Rufus boy, let me love boy, what you know. Rufus boy, let me love boy, what you know.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome back to another review from Roy's Reviews. And today we have a mod review for you. Yeah, we're going to look at this little beastie today. Not the tank, but the mod itself. Although the tank is good. So, what's the mod we're looking at today? Well, it's the Asvape Strider mod. Now, I've had this mod for ages, and this is going to be my fourth time at actually doing the review, because I once didn't press play or record on the camera. I also didn't have the sound going. So I recorded the whole review and there was no sound. I've recorded the whole review but didn't record it because there was no camera switched on. And another one where I recorded it and the SD card went bleh, so I didn't like it. So, and then I moved house and I couldn't find the mod. I was heartbroken because I absolutely adore this mod. But I actually found it in the back of the sofa. Strange things may happen. Strange things have happened. So, without further ado, and without me rambling anymore, what I'm going to do is take you down to the table and show you the box, everything else. But I would like to say, just before we do go into there, big massive thanks to the guys over at Asvape who gave me this for the purposes of review at the expo. Yeah, it's that long. The expo itself in May. It was an ex-display model that they gave me for the purpose of review, so again I can only give a massive apology to those guys. It's taken me long to get this, but hopefully it sparks interest in it, because it's still you still can buy it out there, and it is a beautiful mod. So down below and see it. See you tomorrow. So here we are down at the table, folks, with the Asvape Strider and the box in all its glory. So on the front of the box here we have got Asvape, we've got a picture of the Strider itself from the side-on view. We've got a picture of the front or the back of the Strider, depending on which way you want to look at it. And on the box here we've got some details, which goes Strider box Strider box mod featuring the VO chipset. It includes one Strider, battery not included, one micro USB cable, one 18650 battery adapter, one instruction card and one warranty card. Now the bottom two aren't included in this package because I did receive this at Expo, and it was a ex-display model, so it's got all the other wee bits. So here we have a bit of gumph on the bottom here, which says the Strider box mod has one mission, and that is to be your all-day vape device. Always ready when you are, with a single 2650 battery. The Strider promises to last all day, whether you're cloud chasing or just a casual vapor. Included is an 18650 battery adapter that allows you to spare 18650 batteries you have laying around if preferred. The diamond cut style fire button offers unique feel that is experienced with every button press. The Strider box mod is no lightweight, but is extremely solid, yet remains incredibly compact and fits snugly into a pocket. Also ergonomical, designed to provide perfect feel in your hand. That I definitely can agree with. The Strider features international recognised VO chipset that provides an extremely accurate 75 watts of power. The VO chipset provides true wattage through its power mode, precise temperature control of TI NI20 stainless steel 316 coils, and delivers the ultimate customability, can really speak, of your vape experience with the variable power control mode. The VO chipset is fully firmware upgradable and supports up to 80 watts. Then you've got the Asvape and the barcode and the scratch and sniff for the security code, and there you see the front or the back of the Strider. Now, and then Strider at the top and nothing on the very bottom. I have to admit, these boxes are fantastic and it's very well packaged. Now this Strider is a limited edition because of the design on the front and the colour of it, the blue. Let's take off this top sleeve. And then you see that's just where the strider was on top, and it shows you then at the bottom you've got your 18650 adapter and your micro USB cable. On there you've got your security seal, and just the same on that side, there, nothing there. And as soon as you open up the device, you see it there. It's absolutely beautiful. Excuse my paw prints, it is a bit of a finger magnet. So you take out the device, and there we have it. We'll leave that to the side just for the moment. That way around. Take out the foam, and then you slide out. You've got two more little red boxes in here, which is your 18650 battery adapter, which I'll be using because I don't have any 2650 batteries around. You've got Strider on your little battery insert, so we'll be needing that, and you also get a fingerprint magnet cloth to take the fingerprints off. So that's very handy indeed. And then in here, if you were wishing to charge your batteries through the mod, but I would also I'd recommend charging any batteries you have on an external battery charger. You've got your 18650, what am I talking about? You have got your USB cable here, which actually has Asvape on one side, and it just says Asvape, so it's branded Asvape on there. Nice little touch. Never been used that, as you can see. So the device itself, we'll have a wee look around it. So on the front you've got Aquitas in Asvape We Trust on the front. I actually really like that. I think it has a lovely touch in the front. Nice decoration on the front of it there. Down this side you've got Asvape. Then you've got this little, I don't know how well that's going to come out on camera, but the diamond shape cut button. It's like a little crystal, and two more little crystals on the bottom down there. Your display, your USB port on this side, then you've got the Strider, and on the top you've got the little brass plate which is designed in California, and it's got the designer's name on there. I can't really make out what that is saying, but you've also got VO75 on there. On the bottom you've got powered by the VO. They're not going to let you forget that this is charged by the VO chip. Your serial number, you've got your CE mark, your don't vape in the bin, and then this is the battery cover with its venting in it on here. So the battery cover is removable by just turning it off, switching it, or turning it anti-clockwise. A little bit fiddly because it's not that deep, and there it comes off. Down the inside, as you can see, the battery housing is insulated, and it's brass around the sides, and then you have your base plate. Okay, so I will be using the adapter in it. Just need to grab myself an 18650 battery. Okay, so I do have a battery here, 18650 battery, nice SubOhm battery, OBD battery wrap from SubOhm, so it's nicely wrapped on that. And it is just as simple as putting your battery inside, positive end up to go into the mod, and slide it in. It's a lovely fit in there. And then screw your battery on. As you can see, it comes up Asvape powered by VO. Now that doesn't actually switch your mod on. That just lets you know that the contacts have made good connection with the battery. So turn the mod on. It is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get Asvape powered by VO chip again. And on the display then you've got your wattage, if that's what you're in. You'll have your volts, your puff time, and also then it just tells you the draw. On the bottom you've got power and system, little arrows pointing either way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then it highlights up either the power or the system. If you've got power highlighted, you press the fire button, takes you across to the system, and just takes you back and forth between them. So if you have it on the power, press the down button, takes you into the different modes. You can have bypass mode, you can have Fahrenheit mode for temperature control, and then you're back into power. And then you can change what you want to do up and down on that once you're in, by going up and down the buttons. Now, and then to lock it in, you press the firing button itself, and system only turns the system off. So because the 5 clicks takes you into the menu, it's not 5 clicks on then 5 clicks off, it's 5 clicks on, then 5 clicks go into the menu, and then you can go to system. So it prevents you well, I suppose if you're used to some mods where they would go 5 on, 5 off, and you hit the 5 on, 5 to go 5 off, it just takes you into the menu systems. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put the Tofu Bravo on top of it. Now, this was actually purchased on the same day as I got the mod, so those of you who know when mods or tanks and mods all come out, they'll know about it. But this mod it's not dated in any way, because it just looks so wonderful. And as you can see, the Bravo colour match is just absolutely perfect on there. So I'm running low on a little bit of juice on there, folks, so what I'm going to do is I'll juice up and I shall see you back up top again. See you in a moment. Well, welcome back up again, folks. Yeah, so that was the look round the Asvape Strider, and I hope you all agree as I do, it is absolutely gorgeous. The blue colour, the weight of it is gorgeous, but you know, I will have to agree with them. It is so aesthetically pleasing because you can hold it with the rounded bit into your hand, and it just fits into your hand perfectly like that, and you can fire it with your finger, left-handed or right-handed. It's ambidextrous, this, it can be either hand, or even if you hold it with your hand round the rounded bit, you can thumb fire it and it still works perfectly. As for their talk about lasting all day, I haven't had a chance. I haven't had a 2650 battery. It's the only mod I would have a 2650 battery for, so I might have to actually purchase one just to try it out to see if you can get all day of it. But with an 18650, I have to carry 2 around with me because at work I do quite vape heavily on my brakes, so I do carry 2 around with me. But the wee cases that the batteries come in 2s, so that makes it nice and easy. So you basically got 3 because you've got your 1 in it and your 2 spares. For saying that it hits at the up to 75 watts, I haven't firmware upgraded it yet. I may look into that and do a little video on trying to see, well, first of all check and see if there is a firmware upgrade, and if there is, then I'll do a little video on how to actually upgrade the firmware on it. So I bumped this up to the full 75 watts. In the Bravo, I have a couple of the Rolling Fog mods and coils by Bill Byrne. Bill, I'll get that right someday, so apologise. They are reading at 0.14 fuse Claptons on the Bravo. So at 75 watts, let's see what it does. As far as my humble opinion would go, is that 75 watts? Yeah, it feels like it is a nice, just warm enough vape. It's not too cold, but I know this will piss a lot of people off probably. But my preferred vaping strength with this mod is 60.1. Yes, the 0.1 does make a difference. No, it doesn't really. I just like doing it. It's just a little fetish thing. I absolutely adore this mod. It was never out of my hand until I set it probably on the sofa and it slid down the back of it, and I went and started crazy looking for it and didn't think about the back of the sofa. Oopsie. But because I don't have a 2650, should I knock marks off it? Because I can't check if it's lasted me all day. It's a 9.5 mod for me. If I had that other little half mark, probably if it did last the full day. But then that's probably my fault. So definitely 9.5 mod. For looks wise, it's absolutely gorgeous. Now I'm not going to go through all the functions like the bypass mode, the temperature control, because in 3 years of vaping, I haven't met anybody that uses the temperature control. The bypass, maybe because you put a, you get the higher boost out of it and use it a little bit like a semi-regulated mech with a single battery. Most people I know will be on the wattages. It does vape even well at the lower wattages, even with such low coils in here. Let's see, we'll go down to 30. So 30 watts. Very cool vape at 30 watts, but you still get it. 5 watts, I'm not expecting to get anything at all. No, as I thought, too low to get it. So back up again, up to my normal. So I absolutely adore this mod. Not only because it looks well, it actually does perform really well as well. And I do have a couple of cons for it. Sorry, I forgot to turn off my phone. Con number 1, the gorgeous buttons on here. These gorgeous buttons. Don't want to see my ugly face. Up here and down here. Now they're diamond shaped cut. They feel like little crystals, but they could have done with some lights in them just to show them off that a little bit more, because you can't hardly see them because they sit in with it. Maybe just a very subtle, very, very subtle dim LED light in there just to show it off. And my second con is the battery. If you've got big chunky fingers, and I don't have big chunky fingers, my fingers are sort of thin and gangly, but even that it's still hard to get in to turn the battery cover round to get it off. And if you've rewrapped any of your batteries and the negative does include in a bit too much, then it won't make proper contact on there. Are they cons? They're my personal opinion ones, so they aren't. That's why I'm not knocking down the device from 9.5. So folks, if you've liked the video, give me a thumbs up, drop me a comment down below. If you haven't liked the video, and give me a thumbs down, still drop me a comment down below, because I need to learn and grow on it. And I'd just like to thank everybody who has subscribed to me, and also thanks to my sponsors. There will be a link up to a previous video up here. The subscribe button will be down here somewhere, so if you're not subscribed, get subscribed. And just remains me to say, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Thank you for watching this review, or wherever you're watching this review. I messed it up, but oh well. Bye.
California dreaming about you. Rufus boy, let me love boy, what you know. Rufus boy, let me love boy, what you know.